guys, welcome. I hope you're having a great day so far. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. We're actually not going to bugger off mosquito. We're not going to use the letters and numbers for this read because I'm getting pulled to a tarot deck right away. So that's what we're going to do. We'll see what message comes forward for you guys. There's a bloody mosquito buzzing around my face here now. The storyteller, interesting. Right next to close encounters. And time machine. Whoa, you dealt with some shit in the past. Smoke and mirrors. Very motive. This is insane. So somebody you dealt with in the past was most definitely a storyteller. This was somebody who was totally full of shit. This is like a truth that you had to find out. Somebody was smoke and mirrors. Somebody was not what they presented. Their motives was not what they presented as well. Huh, interesting. Now we got deep breath, birds of a feather, and the royal you. The royal you always tells me that you're coming into sort of the best version of yourself, or sometimes tarot brings a message forward that sort of helps you to find that within yourself. So I kind of want to know where all of this fits in, because it looks like you dealt with some crap. I also have this distinct impression that it still weighs on you. It still weighs on you, and it might even still bleed into perhaps new relationships that you form with people, and not even just talking about romance. This might be with coworkers, with perhaps people who might be new friends. There's people in general, like meeting new people in general, and then you're just a little bit more leery to trust, you know, because you got burnt so much in the past. I'm going to pull a few more cards here, because I want to know more about where all of this fits in. Opening to discovery, feeling the world. I'm in perfect harmony. I think Tarot's going to be talking to you about finding balance today. About being able to release from the past. We do have the Let It Go card. I think this shit's holding you back from something. Tarot usually doesn't bring things like this forward. Your spirit guides usually don't bring messages like this forward unless they feel like there's something that's holding you back from becoming this royal you, or finding your way to a certain happiness that is supposed to be a part of your life. We also have Great and Full and Call of the Muse. Call of the Muse. And it's funny, I get a funky vibe from this Call of the Muse card. A lot of times it speaks to sort of inspiration or following a passion. I actually feel like it's speaking to some kind of communication. And I do feel like it's coming from your spirit guides. I don't know if you've been getting funky dreams or feelings, or you've been seeing birds, finding feathers, finding coins, like little signs like that. But that's the distinct impression that I get, is like something is trying to talk to you. Something is trying to get a hold of you. And I don't feel like it's spelling out a really clear message, but it's trying to get your attention. And now it's come to tarot. Because I don't think you've been able to recognize whatever that message was, or what you're supposed to get out of it, or maybe you haven't noticed that it's a thing that's trying to get your attention to begin with. And I do feel this distinct impression that we're going to be talking about sort of letting something go and being open to something new. A chance to heal. I think that's what you're being asked to do, is to give yourself a chance to heal. To give yourself a chance to release things from the past and open up to a new future. Because I also have this distinct impression that once sort of there's this shift in perspective has been made, and you've allowed yourself to heal and release all of that and cut ties, that a lot more positive things are going to come into your life. I can feel like it's almost like a weight on my shoulders, and it's heavy. And then as I was saying that, I could feel it lifting and getting lighter. So I do feel like that's what it's referring to, that whatever this is that you're still hanging on to, that might be causing mistrust in a lot of the people that you interact with because of shit that happened in the past. So it makes you a lot more leery. That is actually weighing heavy on you. It's weighing heavy on you. It's becoming like a burden that's holding you back. And there is a need to release it here. I'm going to grab Divine Matrix, Beautiful Uncaging, and Wish Upon a Star. This Beautiful Uncaging is about opening up your heart, releasing something. You might be destined to find somebody new in your life. And that might be another reason why tarot feels the need to bring this forward now, or your spirit guides feel the need to come through the cards and deliver this message. And this doesn't necessarily even speak to a romance. This might be a friendship, somebody like a soulmate who you're destined to have in your life, someone who you can really share things with and enjoy their company. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily speak to romance, might be friends, but whatever it is, I have this distinct impression that there's something that you're supposed to be connecting with, or someone that's going to bring joy into your life. But all of this is stopping that from coming forward. It's not allowing it to come in. We're going to grab a couple more before we get going with tarot here too. So we have great big love and a powerful move. So I do feel like there is a great big love in your future. I do feel like very much there is someone who is destined to come into your life, but circumstance can't line up to allow this person in until you've been able to sort of like release this stuff from the past and allow somebody new to step forward and sort of like let your guard down. And it's not like blindly trusting. I'm not telling you to just blindly trust whoever you meet, because I know some people out there are just raging dirtbags, and you do have to have sort of that level of caution, you know, in dealing with new people until you can figure out what their intentions are. I absolutely 100% understand that. But I feel like it's almost like a wall, like you're keeping up a wall and it's preventing anybody new from getting in. You gotta have, you know, some little holes in the wall so that you can find out what people are about. You know, extend that olive branch cautiously. And I do feel like that's what it's speaking to, being able to let down that guard a bit. Being able to let down that guard enough to get to know someone, to give them that chance to prove that they are somebody who's trustworthy. We have the 5 of coins. Because I know you've been through it. No, you've been through the ringer. I can see that in that first, as soon as that first line of cards came out, that told the story right there of what you had been through. Having to deal with somebody's lies, having to deal with somebody's deceit, having to uncover the smoke and mirrors and be able to see what a truth was, a very hurtful truth, and that you were taking advantage of, the Ace of Cups. But as long as you're this closed off and this cautious too, it's like whoever did this to you in the past is still keeping you from moving forward. They're still having an influence on your energy. They're still having an influence on how you're going through your life. And it's a negative influence because they're keeping positive things from coming forward to the Empress. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense, having the Empress card pop up in your read. The Empress is about healing. It's about nurturing. It's about personal growth. And that's what this time is for you. All of this, the situation that you had to go through, that you had to deal with, all the healing that has to be done. But now you're coming to a new stage of that has to do with releasing that stuff, being able to sever those ties and being able to truly look in a forward direction. The Sun card, because this is what's waiting for you. And I could feel that in the Oracle cards. So many of these Oracle cards, perfect harmony, opening to discovery, that beyond the ordinary, bearing fruit, great big love, wish upon a star, divine matrix. All these big beautiful things are just like the Sun card. Blessings. Blessings are waiting for you in the future. Blessings are wanting to come into your life, but they can't find their way in past the wall that you've built. The Knight of Swords. We also have the 7 of Wands. Even in that 7 of Wands, I just feel like you're very gun shy. I feel like you're very gun shy to trust new people. And I said, this does not just have to do with romance. This has to do with any new people you meet. And like new people who might be potential friends, new coworkers, any new situation that you come into where there's people who you don't know. You're just very cautious around them because of this heartache that you had to deal with in the past. There's that fear of being backstabbed again, but these fears wind up being that 10 of Wands, like a burden. It winds up being a burden. It winds up weighing you down. It winds up keeping you from opening yourself up to positive things that you deserve to have in your life. And that does speak to relationships with other people. Like I said, romance, friendships, whatever it is, it's like that never gets to come forward because no one can make it past that wall that you've built to protect yourself. And it's completely understandable to put that wall up too after how you've been hurt. Most of us would do the same thing, you know, because no one wants a repeat of that. No one wants to feel that again. But unfortunately, yes, it blocks that out and keeps it from happening again, but it also keeps out things that can be positive too. It's like nothing can get past that wall. It takes a lot of inner strength to be able to open up again. To be able to open up and start to allow people in again. Like I said, I'm not talking about just blindly trusting people, but definitely giving somebody a chance. If you're looking at them and you're like, you know what, maybe this person is worth a bit of a chance, slowly opening up and getting to know people a bit. That's how you're going to find out what their intentions are anyways, right? That's where you're going to be able to see if they throw up the red flags like the people of the past that you've dealt with, like whoever this storyteller was, this smoke and mirrors. You'll be able to see some of the same behavioral traits pop up, and then you'll know, okay, I need to shut this down. But you're also going to see if those don't pop up. And that it's worth staying open. It's worth putting in a bit of effort. It's worth still getting to know whoever this person is, because this person isn't throwing up the red flags like the person of the past. This one's different. Everybody's different. I know, guys, I know there's some D-bags out there. I know there's some awful, horrible people out there. Absolutely, I get that. But there's also people who are decent too. There are people who are decent and who are worth interacting with and having in your life. We have the King of Coins too. And the Magician card. You know, that's interesting too. This King of Coins is actually your energy. Now, I have this impression that since all of this has happened, you don't let people in. You don't like to let people in. And so your focus is kind of shifted from relationships with others or forming new bonds to sort of delving into something else in your life. And this might be work, this might be career, or sort of building a lifestyle that's just for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with building your own life and sort of setting things up the way you like to have them. I feel like it's like a really heavy hyper focus on that too. And it's, like I said, there's sort of no time and no space for personal relationships. And you might still, have one or two close friends or family from sort of like before all this shit happened. The good people from before all this shit happened, those people would still be a part of your life. It's just that you're not allowing anything new to step forward. And that's what Tarot's talking about here. And the Magician card also says to believe in yourself, that you have the ability to manifest what you want in your life. So if you want positive relationships, or you with somebody new, to get to know somebody new, you're capable of doing that. You're capable of sniffing out the losers and blocking them out, and also recognizing people who are decent. Also, you're capable of surviving any situation where someone acts like an asshole to you, because you've done it in the past. So having it happen again is not going to break your world, and it's not going to break you. You're stronger than that. Now we have the Four of Swords, the Four of Coins. The Four of Swords is about healing. That Four of Coins is kind of like left out in the cold. It's what you're healing from, that's sort of being taken advantage of. But you're, like I said, it's like isolating yourself. Don't isolate yourself, because if you're isolating yourself like this and building your wall up so high, it means you haven't been able to heal 100%. Because it's still affecting how you interact with others. It's still keeping you blocking other people out. So it means you have not completely severed ties with all of this shit from the past. It's important to take that next step in your healing journey, so that this stuff from the past and whoever you dealt with the smoke and mirrors, the storyteller, so that this person doesn't have this level of influence over your life anymore. Because whatever they did to you in the past, I think they've had enough of your time, enough of your energy, and enough of your emotions. And I think it's sad that they still have that influence over you. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have positive relationships in your life. You shouldn't have to shut people out because someone was an SOB to you. There are better people out there. There are people who are worth spending time with. But sometimes you have to take a leap of faith to open yourself up. We do have the Fountain card coming forward again, guys. In this deck, that Fountain card is the only different card, and it speaks of that very base level of evolution. To me, it's like a very important crossroads in your life, where one choice can lead you down one path and one choice can lead you down another path. And it's like one path is going to keep you in cycles and keep you in the past, And the other one is this huge step in personal evolution and moving forward into the future. It's coming into that Empress energy. This is taking your next step, being able to finally sever those ties with what happened from the past and that person from the past, and being able to open yourself up to something new and positive coming forward. Because that Fountain card, having it sit, I already knew as soon as I got these Oracle cards, and this Fountain card is just reiterating what these Oracle cards were saying. As soon as you feel safe enough to make that change and you're willing to step up and find the courage to make that change in your life, you will find big, powerful, positive changes come into play. Absolutely. It will be a turning point for you, and you're not going to realize it until those positive events start happening and somebody positive steps forward into your life. Because I do feel like it's going to be another energy that steps into your life here. And that's why tarot is talking about your relationships with other people. And it's not talking a lot about, career or housing or whatever that is. It's speaking to interpersonal relationships. So it makes me think that there's somebody out there who needs to be a part of your life, who right now will never make it past that wall. And it's somebody who's very positive, a very positive influence. We had the Ten of Coins and the Hierophant. The Ten of Coins is about legacy. It's legacy, it's wealth. I see your future life. That's what this card is representing in this read. It's representing your future life. What do you want that to look like? At the end of the day, do you want to keep going the way that you're going? Or do you feel like there's something missing? Is there maybe someone missing? If this is like speaking about a romantic relationship, at the end of the day, would you like to have a positive romantic relationship in your life? Because the Magician card says that you can have it. You have the ability to sniff out the losers and kick them to the curb, and to choose who is positive and who can stay in your life. But you have to open up to get it, right? Are you feeling like you would like to have a friendship in your life, somebody to share a hobby with or something, someone who enjoys doing some of the same things that you do, so you can buddy around with? You're more than capable of finding a positive person who you can open up to and share with. You're capable of sniffing out the losers. You're capable of sniffing out the liars and the crap, because you've seen it in the past. You know what the red flags are. So to not be afraid and to hold everybody back, because some people might be douchebags. We also got the Hierophant here. And this ties into your journey too. It's like this chance for higher learning. This chance to, I guess you could say, ascend. It's definitely becoming higher vibrational. It's definitely becoming more self-aware and self-confident too, right? Trusting yourself. Trusting yourself, you can handle whatever comes your way. You are absolutely more than capable. You've done it in the past and you can do it again. Like, you're tougher than you give yourself credit for. You don't have to hold people back out of fear. None of these people are going to break you. You're tougher than that. This won't wreck you. None of this shit will wreck you. We have the Death card. The Death card represents transition, closing the door on one chapter and beginning a new one. And I do feel like for a certain extent of your healing, it was beneficial to sort of put your wall up, to sort of give yourself time to heal your heart. But now that wall is just holding you back from the next stage. The Two of Cups, and it is forming those connections, those emotional connections with someone. The time has come to be able to release and to start opening up again, because you deserve to have positive connections with other people. You deserve to, have interactions with others that aren't fucking negative, And there are people out there who can share that with you. The Hangman. So the Hangman tells me the only thing that could possibly hold you back from finding this success is you. And it's these fears of being taken advantage of again. It's these fears of having your heart broken again and being hurt again. That will stop you from finding the success that you desire, from finding that Ten of Coins, that legacy that you're really wanting in your life. The Moon card. The Moon card is speaking to the things in your subconscious. It is speaking to being able to delve into, why am I still hanging on to these things? Why am I still blocking people out? Do I really need to do that? Or am I tough enough to be able to figure it out for myself that I don't need to hide anymore? The Two of Coins, balance, perfect harmony. This is a chance for you to come back into balance. And part of that is releasing these old emotions and releasing these old fears and being able to embrace your self-confidence and your capability of looking after yourself, of being strong enough to make the right choices, smart enough to make the right choices, and that nothing, like I said, nothing is going to break you. No one's going to break you. Nothing and no one will break you or stop you. The Ace of Coins, the Queen of Coins, it's a chance for a new beginning for you to nurture and heal yourself, to feel comfortable and confident in yourself, because that is what this Queen of Coins is all about. She is a softer energy. We also did get that King of Coins back there, and I know that King of Coins did represent your energy as well. I also felt in a lot of these cards, you're destined to have somebody new step forward into your life. And like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a lover or if this is going to be a friendship. We do have the Lover's card. But again, it doesn't always speak to romance. It just speaks to decisions that need to be made in relationships. And you will have a decision. Do you open up again? Do you release those fears? That Eight of Swords is like being trapped in these fears. Like creating a little trap for yourself, creating a little hidey hole for yourself where no one can get in. The negatives can't get in, but the positives can't get in either. But this is a choice. And that's what I see in a lot of these cards too. This is a chance for you to consciously make this choice for yourself. That you're not going to allow whoever you dealt with in the past to hold you back anymore or cause you any more grief or any more loneliness. It's like that person has taken enough of you. They don't deserve anymore. You deserve to be happy in your life. You deserve to be open. You deserve to have wonderful things come your way and wonderful people come your way too. And to trust your ability in sniffing out those who are good from those who are bad. And to be able to set whatever boundaries that you need to keep the bad ones out, but to still allow the good ones to come in and to nurture those relationships so that you can enjoy the benefits from them. Because someone new is destined to come your way. And that's what I see in the cards. There's someone who's supposed to come into your life, but right now there's no way that they can do that because of the wall. So it's time to tear down the wall. That's what I see in this read. The cards are encouraging you to tear it down and to allow your heart to open up to something and someone new, because you deserve it. You deserve to have that love. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did, please hit that like, that subscribe. It helps these messages to get out there. Have a great day, guys. Take care.